Rishi Sunak's criticism of Keir Starmer's plan to stop the boats is disingenuous. What Keir Starmer was doing in voting against the Rwanda plan was voting against a solution to the problem. And the solutions to the problem which have been proposed by Priti Patel and by Suella Braverman are so utterly ghastly, any opposition and any sane individual would vote against them. I think Sir Keir Starmer equally believes that the migrant problem is a problem, and the boats particularly is a problem, and I hope that he recognises that at least part of that problem is a humanitarian problem and a failure to bite the bullet and to dissuade people from risking their lives in the English Channel. There are two ways of doing that. Number one is to make that trip pointedly worthless, and number two is to ensure that there are other routes that can be taken. I think those two things work together. If the present government wanted to dissuade people from travelling over the Channel, then they should provide safe and legal routes. They haven't done that. So in other words, as Suella Braverman admitted on the 22nd of November to Tim Lawton, the only way for a hypothetical African boy to make his way to his friends and family in the UK is to travel over the English Channel. She admitted it, Tim Lawton proposed the idea, and then a few days later the Nationality and Borders Act came in, which made that route illegal. That route has always been illegal, but taking an illegal route and then claiming asylum in the UK is an acceptable interpretation of the 1951 Refugee Convention. Actually, it still remains an acceptable interpretation of the 1951 Refugee Convention. It's just that Suella Braverman's latest law suggests it's possible to discriminate against people simply because they have come to the UK by an illegal route, because no other route was available. She can cite, for example, the Afghan safe and legal route. But in fact, I think under that Afghan system, only about 70 people have actually been granted asylum, so that is laughable. Rishi Sunak is absolutely wrong to be rebuking Mr. Starmer, Sir Keir Starmer. He's absolutely wrong because Starmer is starting from the same problem base that Sunak has also identified. He's simply providing a different, and I think probably a better solution, but we have to wait and see. If Rishi Sunak is intent on solving the problem, then surely he would listen to any solution. And this is a solution. And he cannot look at Suella Braverman. He cannot look at Suella. I must finish that sentence. He cannot look at Suella Braverman's solution and identify a success, can he? That is also a failure, as was Priti Patel's effort.